Hello, you guys. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome to Healing Session. Today's video is going to be a celebrity tarot reading about Ariana Grande and that whole spiel. Now, I'm not even an Ariana Grande fan, really. I like some of her music. I have some of her music on my, on my playlist, but I'm not really an Ariana Grande fan. And even this situation showed up on my timeline, so I was definitely intrigued about it, and I was like, yeah, I know my followers and people want to see what's going on too. So here we are. Also, disclaimer, this is my spiritual interpretation of what's going on. If you guys don't agree with it, or if you guys don't care for it, that is completely fine. Everyone is entitled to have their own opinion, but this is my spiritual interpretation of what's going on, and that's it. Okay? Negative comments will be blocked. Also, with that being said, personal readings are available. The link is in the description below. And yeah, let's just get started. So I wanted to touch on Ariana Grande's situation first, because that is just, it's coming up very prominent to me. Their relationship, like, I'm hearing it from like two perspectives. I'm hearing it from, like, I guess maybe like Ariana's higher self, and then also her, I guess maybe more immature self. I don't know, but I'm getting two perspectives of this situation. The first perspective is that marriages go through hard times. Relationships have hard times, and I feel like their connection at the time was not where it should be. I feel like they were struggling, you guys. I feel like, and in particularly her husband was it seems like very stressed, possibly about money. He could have been stressed, or his career, or just the day-to-day. I think it's mostly his career. There was something here that was stressing out her husband, and as a result, this was putting a strain on their connection. And what I'm getting, the second perspective that I'm getting from her, is that not everything is what you think it is, right? Because to us, it looks like their relationship is perfect, that there was nothing wrong, that she was happy. I mean, I didn't really know I heard she was married, but I didn't really, I didn't keep up with the Joneses as far as, like, being keeping up with their relationship and stuff. But this is, again, just the perspective that I'm channeling. Everything seems great on the outside, but it's really not, you know what I mean? And I just think that this relationship, or this relationship has been really restraining on her mentally. I feel like her trying to it almost feels like she was going into a situation that she didn't expect. What I'm getting from Dalton is that there may have been like a little bit of love bombing, or that he definitely saved the best of himself until they got married, okay? Like, I feel like there was a part of him that she did not see until she was married. But again, this other perspective keeps coming up. I feel like this is her debating with herself. So she may have actually wanted to leave, but she would try to talk herself into staying, basically. That's what I'm getting. At first, it didn't come up that way. I thought it was just like two different perspectives. But now, like, as I'm talking, I can see more clearly, like, that this is her kind of, like, basically fighting with herself. Like, saying, like, okay, relationships go through hard times. This is not the end of it. And then on the other hand, being like, this is not healthy. I feel uncomfortable. I feel restrained. I just feel like the good part of their connection started to fold. I don't know how long they've been married, but it seems like they were going through some kind of like a honeymoon stage or something. Also, please don't mind like the noise in the back. I'm so sorry. I don't know why they're choosing to mow the grass right now. But hopefully you guys can still hear me and you guys aren't too distracted by it. But like I was saying, it just seems like she was fighting between leaving and staying, and really trying to talk herself into staying, basically, primarily. But this is where I'm seeing her infidelity start to come in. Because like I said, this relationship was very mentally draining and straining on her. I feel like she felt confined, or she was like, there was a certain way that she had to be. I just feel like she was like serving this man on a silver platter to the best of her abilities. She really compromised her own life for him. I mean, like, they're obviously married, yes, but it just seems like she has been very limited since the situation, and I almost feel like she feels like she's not good enough for him in a way. But I feel like it's because of how he's making her feel. Now, like I was saying, this is where the infidelity comes in, because with the Knight of Cups, I see that she, and this is not really Dalton's fault, okay? Because even though Dalton, like, he is coming up as someone who's like very egotistical, kind of cold-hearted, or someone who's hot and cold, like first you're nice, then you're not nice, like, you know what I mean? And it, y'all see how that bee tried to attack me? Oh my gosh. That's the only thing I hate about doing tarot outside. I love the weather and stuff, but the bugs and stuff, I think they're attracted to like what I'm doing and stuff, and sometimes it's just like so annoying. I wouldn't be surprised if I had to like cut out again because there's bugs and stuff and I had to get up and run. Cause look at it, like, oh my god. Okay. It was right behind me. But anyways, that let me get out what I'm saying. She didn't, again, even though he has like this hot and cold energy, I feel like in a sense, she was not really telling him how she felt. It's almost like she didn't want to worry him. It's giving, I don't want to be a burden on you, so I'm keeping my feelings to myself. That's what it's giving. It's giving, I don't want to worry you even more with my emotions. And that might be like a little I don't blame her for feeling that way. Some people might feel like, she's just being a victim. Like, you're in a marriage with someone, you should definitely tell them how you feel. We're not children. But like, I definitely understand, like, feeling like someone has enough on their plate. You really care about them and you don't want them to be stressed out more just because of you and your feelings. Like, I totally get that, but I feel like what she messed up here is that she kept these feelings to herself, okay? She didn't really tell him about it. Do y'all see? About these things, and I feel like instead of telling him, she just kind of took matters into her own hands. Now, that's where Ethan comes in, okay? Because he has his own situation. He's coming up here as the Four of Cups. Also, I'm getting Gemini, Pisces energy, Scorpio, Cancer, also Leo, Sag, Aries. You guys can look up the zodiacs for me, because I be feeling like people are certain zodiac signs and they're really not. Sometimes it's just the energy of like the situation as well, but still. So he's coming up as the Four of Cups. I feel like he had a good situation. Now this is the difference, okay? This is the difference. Both of them did not feel like they were enough in their relationships, but for different reasons. Ariana felt like she wasn't enough for her relationship. Yes, partially for herself, because of herself. Like, she didn't say anything. She should have been more communicative about, like, what she was feeling and stuff. But, it is understandable, like, if someone's kind of making you feel that way, like, that's more understandable. But in this situation with Ethan and his wife and the child, is that his name? It's the ginger boy. This is more of a case of, I don't feel enough as a man. That's what I'm getting. Like, what I'm getting is, like, do you see how this little cloud is handing him a cup? That's his wife, okay? That's his wife. That's the energy that I'm getting. That's his wife, and she's offering him something. She gave him a family. She is more than ready to start a life with him. She's very in love with him. This is the energy that I'm getting. She's very in love with him, or was. And she was very happy with him. It was him that felt like he wasn't big enough to step up to the plate. Now, what I am getting that is the same about these two situations is that neither of them are really mature enough to deal with relationships. Because like how Ariana Grande should have expressed her concerns, Ethan was not expressing his concerns in his marriage, in his connection with his wife. I feel like there were times where he was struggling as a new dad, and he was struggling as far as taking up taking those new steps to being the man that he feels like his wife needed. Is there an age difference between Ariana Grande and his wife? I feel like the wife is older. I'm gonna look that up for real. I feel like the wife is older than Ariana Grande. And the reason why I'm saying that is because Ariana Grande was not only appealing because she's Ariana Grande, but because she's younger. That's what I'm getting. It takes less to impress Ariana Grande because she is younger. That's what I feel like. That's the energy that I'm getting, okay? And if it's not age, it's definitely their personalities. Like, I feel like there's something about Ariana Grande that's a little bit more, I don't want to say less structured, but her energy is giving like YOLO, you know, while the other woman is giving like settle down, you know, family, end all be all. Like, you know what I mean? And it's almost like he's not ready to go into that end all be all. So he went and played around with Ariana Grande real quick. Like, and I do feel like they were having some issues in their marriage. But again, he wasn't communicating the real issues, which is that it's me. You know what I mean? It's me. I feel like in their relationship, in his marriage, what he was arguing with his wife about was almost like she's not doing enough. Or you're not compromising enough to me. I'm always compromising to you. I'm always submitting to you. I'm always doing what you need me to do, but you're not doing what you need to do for me. You're not asking me what I need. Instead of just coming out and saying, hey, I've been worried about this new dad role, being a husband, being a provider. I need help. I need strength. Like, you know what I mean? Both of them failed to communicate in their marriages what they really needed. And what I'm kind of feeling like is that changes were not made in their relationships because there wasn't anything to change for. You know what I mean? Like, both of them are not really saying the real issue, so nothing can really come of that. You know what I mean? But I just feel like they both felt kind of slighted and I guess just, you know, betrayed in a sense, or abandoned. I feel like there's a lot of abandonment issues coming here. Now, the part where Ariana Grande and Ethan come together, I love how Spirit put it out in like a story for me. The part where that comes in is I feel like they may have met each other at a party or some kind of gathering or some, like, it was definitely like some kind of a social event where they started to click. And I feel like the main reason why they clicked is because they can both relate to this situation. Isn't that crazy how they both bonded over this situation? Because that's exactly what I'm feeling. Like, no bias, no nothing. Like, I feel like they clicked over the fact that they both felt abandoned in their relationship, and they both made each other feel justified and heard in what they were doing. That's what they were getting from each other. They were getting emotional satisfaction as well. Like, I'm not the only one that feels this way. You know what I mean? Now, do I see any love? Not really. I see mostly just passion here. I don't think that, like, that, you know, that they're going to end their marriages. I mean, shoot, there might be a divorce anyway, but I don't really see that they would be getting together or dating each other after this. Like, I just see this being like lust. Like, this was just something to, like, I feel like they felt very spiteful, and they, like I said, they both felt very caged in their relationships. And this was kind of like a freeing moment for them. This was just something to do when there was nothing else to do. Or when I'm getting like this vision, like somebody arguing and then immediately texting that other person while they're arguing. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, I can't deal with this right now. I need to go on a walk. Whole time they're going to their other person. So that's what I'm getting. I just felt like they felt very trapped. Now, I want to see the perspectives of Mr. Dalton, and I want to see the perspectives, oh Lord, and I want to see the perspective of the woman. I don't know her name. Oop. Oh. Okay. Oh, yeah, and this is why I feel like when I was giving Ariana's perspective and I was channeling her energy and I was kind of giving those two perspectives of wanting to stay and wanting to leave, yeah, this is why she should have just chilled out, because I wasn't getting anything from Mr. Dalton, like as far as infidelity or really being like a bad husband. I do think that he has some ways about him. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I do think that he has some ways about him. What I'm getting is like mostly his communication is very off. Like how he communicates when he's upset, how he communicates when he's in a bad place, or when he's just trying to get something off his chest. He doesn't know how to do that, okay? But like I said, I feel like when you're in a marriage with someone, it's all about building and growing with somebody. You know what I mean? The person that you marry now is not going to be the same in 5 years. Sorry to break it to you. Like, you know what I mean? And, ideally, they wouldn't be getting worse. They would be becoming a better version of themselves, whatever that is. They would be evolving. So I just feel like, oh, I'm seeing two butterflies together in the sky. So what I'm seeing is, it's just like she should have gave him more of a chance to, I feel like, become a better version of himself. Like, you should have told him how you felt, and you should have, I feel like this is more so his perspective, but also like Spirit's perspective as well. Like, you should have just gave him more of a chance, you know what I mean? And if you didn't like what was going on, you should have just left him instead of cheating on him, because what I'm seeing here is that he really did care about her, guys. And I've even seen that they were trying to start a family. So that may have been why it was a little stressful, because he was trying to be the man that she needed. I feel like they're both very young. I don't know their ages, but I feel like they're both very young, and I feel like he was trying to put on his big man pants. And he was having a little bit of a hard time doing it. Like, and I think that there were still some ways about him that were toxic and childish, but I don't think that it was something that he wasn't willing to grow out of, okay? I'm seeing, what I'm seeing from Dalton and Ariana Grande is that they may be talking, or that they may be trying to work it out, but I feel that Dalton is very slighted. This may result in divorce, or at the minimum, separation. Like, they may be separated for a while before we really see them come back together. Because you can do that in marriages. You don't have to unmarry someone. You can just be separated from them. But I'm not seeing like anything close right now. I see him feeling very slighted. I just see him feeling very, very sad, because the way that he looked at her is not the way that she has portrayed herself. Like, I don't think that he ever thought that she would have stepped out. I think that at the least, that if there was a problem, that he just wished that, he wishes that she just would have told him, you know what I mean? Like, because there's some type of ignorance here. There's a real ignorance around how deep these emotions for her were. And I feel like he feels very sad that she even felt that way. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like he feels very slighted, but at the same time, he feels bad that she even felt like she couldn't come talk to him about something. Or if something was wrong, or if he was acting a certain way, that he made her feel like, she couldn't even come and talk to me. And so that's making him think like, well, are we right for each other? Because I thought everything was fine. You know what I mean? I thought that you felt comfortable with me enough to come talk to me, and now you're saying that you can't talk to me, and then you just go cheat on me. Damn, Ariana Grande. Damn. And I am gonna pull up on that damn. I am gonna pull on how Ariana feels about the other girl, because she was liking photos. I just wow. But yeah, he just feels like he feels disappointed in her. He feels disappointed in himself. He feels disappointed in the situation. I feel like, he was on a high horse, and I don't mean like he was on a high horse literally, but like he thought everything was good. He was happy to be married to Ariana Grande, and I think that now he definitely feels embarrassed, especially because I'm hearing like the internet and stuff. Now, as far as the woman, she's pissed. I'm I'm just getting this energy. She's pissed. I can see here that she has conspired with other, like, because obviously she put out the information, and that's coming up here with the Three of Pentacles. You could see it's three people, almost like they're having a little meeting. She definitely conspired with other people too, because she just felt so broken. Oh my gosh. It's kind of hard for me to feel how broken she was. Like, I just feel very hot all over my body. She felt so angry. Like, I don't know what her zodiac sign is. That's why, maybe that's where that fire energy is coming from, because I did say Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, because I don't even feel sadness. I feel like this woman is the type of woman to be mad first and then feel sad later. She went out for justice. Like, she knows her worth, okay? This woman knows her worth, and I feel like this is why he had such a hard time settling down with her, because he didn't know his worth and didn't feel like he could really live up to hers. She knows her worth, okay? I don't even, like, I do feel like she's sad. I don't think that she's not sad. I just don't think that she's gotten there yet, y'all. Like, I think that she has realized, like, I'm a mom, I have a family, like, I can't be dibbling and dabbling in this type of behavior, but you will get what's yours. And you think that you're gonna walk around with my husband freely? Yeah, you're dumb. Like, you know what I mean? It's almost like I'm a mom first. I don't even have time to deal with this, but you will get what's yours. Like, I just feel like for some reason, like, the mom is occupied with being a mom. That's what I'm getting here with the Queen of Wands. The mom is occupied with being a mom. Like, she's not even, like, she can't be too pressed about this. But I feel like at the same time, she hasn't really gotten the chance to, like, process her emotions. But I definitely feel like she's pissed. I definitely feel like they're definitely doing, like, some co-parenting thing right now. I don't think that they're in the same house. The Ethan dude and her and his wife. I feel like she definitely kicked him out, or she's definitely not with him. Like, I feel like they're not together. Like, I feel like she's pissed. I feel like she's definitely be giving him the silent treatment. I'm also hearing, like, he may not even be seeing his child right now. Like, he's in some deep doo-doo right now, okay? Like, she's going harder on her man than Dalton is with Ariana Grande. Like, she's going hard in the paint. She's like, no, fuck you. Now, real quick, I just want to see, because like I said, Ariana Grande seems like she was being a little shady. What bug is that? Can somebody please tell me? Why is it so loud? I don't even live, like, in a hot place. If y'all want to guess where I live in a 4-season area. So, but anyways, if one of y'all comments the place where I live, I will say where I live. I'll just say it. But anyways, y'all won't guess it though. So, Spirit, I want to know, how does Ariana Grande feel about the baby moms and vice versa? Page of Pentacles. Oh. There's, like, this very bittersweet energy. Oh, see, we have the Seven of Swords. Yep, that kind of goes with what I was saying. It's a very bittersweet energy. Okay, all right, maybe I was wrong. I don't know. We'll see. Let me just finish pulling out the cards. Let me just finish. Is that right? 8 of Wands. The 10 of Cups. All right. And then the 4 of Wands. All right. So there's, like, this bittersweet energy coming from Ariana Grande, because I see that, like, even though she wants to have her cake and eat it too, I don't necessarily think, believe it or not, that she was really trying to tear apart their relationship. But at the same time, I do see this kind of, like, jealousy, this disguised jealousy. It's very, I don't know how to explain it. Let me get my thoughts together. So I feel like going into the situation, I feel like that wasn't Ariana Grande's energy. I feel like going into the situation, she actually blocked the mom, or she blocked Ethan on Insta. Like, I feel like she blocked their social media at first. Like, she didn't want to see what was going on. I actually feel like she may have felt like a little guilty in the beginning. Like, I don't think that she was intentionally trying to break up their connection, or at least that's how it was at first. Because I almost get this sense that, like, the way that their relationship happened, it was unexpected, but it was intentional at the same time. So I feel like they both went into the situation understanding what was going on. So that's why I feel like Ariana Grande did not want to make it like personal, because she understood her position. And I actually feel like she blocked Ethan, or the wife, on social media to, just not see that stuff, not be a part of it, and to not honestly have a guilty conscience is what I'm seeing. But I feel like as the affair continued, I think like this is that energy coming up again, like that energy that I was talking about before, where she was like that justifying energy. They're both kind of feeding into each other's emotions and justifying each other's, feelings about their relationships. And so that's where I feel like things got a little petty, okay? That's where I think things started to get a little petty, because I'm getting this energy from Ariana Grande where it's just like, he doesn't even really, like, you're not really that, like, she started to lowball her. I'm getting, like, you're not all that great, but okay. Like, you're not really a good wife, but you guys have a cute baby and all. Like, I don't know. It just started to get sly. Like, I hope that makes sense. It's almost like her energy is so petty, I can't even really explain it. It's just something that I would not be able to relate to, because I'm not a mistress. Like, I'm being so serious too. I'm not being funny. Like, I just feel like this is something that, like, it's a feeling of jealousy. You know what I mean? It's side girl jealousy. That's what I'm picking up on. That's the best way I can explain it. It's side girl jealousy. Like, she don't have no right to feel the way she feels, and she knows that, but at the same time, she still feels that way. You know what I mean? Because I think that, like, again, there was like a little bit of defensiveness coming from her about him because of what he was telling her. Like, obviously he's telling her his perspective of what's going on. You know what I mean? But that, there's always three perspectives. There's one truth, another truth, and then the real truth. So, like, you know what I mean? You're just hearing one perspective, and then you feel some kind of way about it. Like, you know what I mean? So I feel like she was doing little things here and there, being funny. She was being funny, you guys. She was. I spoke too soon. I was like, maybe I was wrong. No, she was being funny, you guys. She was being funny. I'm sorry. She was. Miss Ariana Grande. But this is the thing. I feel like at the same time, she wasn't trying to start no argument. She wasn't trying to, like, she could be petty and, like, comment. You know what I mean? Or maybe she did. I don't know. I just seen that she liked something. But I feel like she could have been way more petty, like, about it. Like, following her and doing the extra A, B, and C. Or I don't really know what she's done besides liking the picture. But whatever she's done, just know that in her mind, she could have topped that, okay? So she didn't want to, like, really argue with the girl. And she didn't want, like, the issue to really get out. So she was doing things to kind of just make her feel good. Like, her own little kiki. Oh my God. Now, how does the woman feel about, oh Lord. How does the woman feel about Ariana Grande? I just heard bitch. She's a bitch. Oh, there we go. We have the hangman in reverse. I feel like she feels like Ariana did not, oh my God. Okay, hold on. I'm just hearing so many things. She's a clout chaser. This woman is, oh my God, this woman is pissed. Okay. I think, honestly, let me just start right here, because I feel like I'm hearing a lot. So first of all, she feels like Ariana had no parts in this situation. Like, you had no right to sit here and play double side with my husband. Like, you know what I mean? Like, whatever was going on with us was really none of your business, and you should have, like, basically let the situation go. Like, basically, she's saying, like, regardless of what her husband was saying to you, you should have just let the situation go. You should, like, you don't sit there and listen to somebody's cries and then, you know, start kissing them all of a sudden. Like, you know what I mean? I also feel like she feels like she did this for clout. Like, she did this for some kind of a scandal. She did this for some kind of... And that's why she went to the tabloids. Because I feel like she feels like this was kind of, like, planned or something. Or that they may... I think that the wife has, like, an interpretation that they actually like each other or something like that. That there's some kind of, like, emotional affair going on as well. Like, that they like each other, like, for real, for real. And so she feels like, yeah, like, you're not about to sit here and basically have, like, some kind of superhero love story with my ex-husband or my husband. You know what I mean? I'm gonna shatter y'all right now. Like, that's why she went to the tabloids, because she felt like, okay, like, you're not gonna sit there and, you know, sit there and play lovey-dovey with my husband to come out about it later. Because I think that she thinks, like, again, I think she thinks they like each other, and that, like, later they might start to date, or that he might leave her for her or something like that. And she was like, yeah, you're not gonna have a happy ending with my husband. Like, no. And she also feels like there was no real, like, she's confused because she feels like there was no real situation to really have been had here. Like, both of them were in committed relationships. What were you guys looking for? Like, you know what I mean? She feels pissed. She just doesn't understand. She just thinks that it was stupid and that it was a waste of time, and that, like, Ariana Grande, like, regardless of, like, her stardom, she just feels like she's immature and doesn't really have anything to offer as a woman. Look at the Three of Pentacles is coming up again here. She just feels conspired against, like, plans were going on behind her back. Like, she feels very slighted and very, almost in, like, a survival way. She feels like, you know, Ethan may have had plans to leave her and stuff, leave her and her child. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you left us here. You left us to fend for ourselves so you can go out and play footsies with some freaking teenager. Like, that's how she feels. Like, that's literally how she feels, guys. We have the Sun in reverse. Like, their relationship is done, guys. Like, I don't think, or people, like, sometimes, guys, like, sometimes the energy, like, right now, like, this is how it feels right now, but energy can always change. Sometimes people change their minds, but, like, right now it's feeling very dunzo. Like, she feels like you literally stepped out on your family. Like, not just me, but your family. Like, I don't understand what... Yeah, I got a call. But yeah, like, you stepped up on your family. You're done. Like, I don't know what else to think of you. You know, I honestly feel like there's not even, like, a defensive energy. Like, she is defensive, but it's almost like, it's not like she wants to argue or anything like that. She's just done. Like, I feel like she's literally been giving this man a silent treatment. So I just want to get some more clarification before we go. Any more clarification, Spirit? Impartiality, instinct, expansion, victim, guilt, and let's get one more. And we have vanity. Yeah, so I feel like from Spirit's perspective, Ethan and Ariana Grande, they just enjoyed the attention from each other. I feel like there's a lot of guilt coming from Ethan, but there's a lot of, like, victimization coming from Ariana Grande. Ariana Grande is not, like, she's not completely understanding that just because you felt that way, it doesn't mean that you get to go do things. Like, you know what I mean? It doesn't mean that you get to go do things like that. Like, you know what I mean? So she's really using, like, I felt this way for so long. I was muted. I felt this. I felt that. Like, she's really using that to her, like, to her defense. And I feel like Ethan just straight up knows what he did. Like I said, I do feel like he's getting the silent treatment from his wife right now, and I feel like he feels very guilty, and I feel like he honestly also may be drinking a lot right now. He may have a drinking problem, or he's just has been drinking a lot, like, since the situation. And I don't think that he's been in the house, or if he has been, he's not sleeping in the same bed with her. But honestly, I don't think that he's around. I think that the wife feels like, she feels like her life was stopped. She feels like her expansion was, or her life was basically just taken away from her. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's how she feels. And that's why I feel like she went and did this to Ariana Grande and put the information out there, because she felt like, you tried to destroy my life, I'm gonna destroy yours. Like, you know what I mean? Now I feel like Mr. Dalton, he's really trying his best to look at both sides of the situations. Like, he's not like the wife. He hasn't completely counted Ariana Grande out just yet, but he definitely is trying to use his instincts in this situation. And I definitely do think that at this time they're separated, or they're just not on the best of terms right now, because he's trying to clear his head. He's trying to understand and process what was really going on, and trying to understand what happened, and trying to kind of just use his heart and his intuition as far as like what he thinks he should do. So he hasn't really quite made his decision yet. But yeah, that's all I got for this reading. I hope you guys enjoyed. It was a lot longer than some of the readings that have been coming out lately. But let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.